Hello friends, this is Lady Flora, and I love to talk to you about wild edibles in Florida. And this is one of the coolest, most interesting wild native Florida edibles. It's the palm tree. Yes, palm trees are edible, specifically the cabbage palm, otherwise known as the sable palm, which also happens to be the Florida state tree. And I can't quite get a clear answer as to whether or not it's illegal to chop them down or not. I think you would have to do your own research on that. Some sources say that it's not, some sources say that it is. Some sources just say that it's discouraged. But in any case, the early pioneers in Florida used these cabbage palms, sable palms, as a staple in their diet. And I've never actually seen it done except for in like a YouTube video or something. But apparently you just chop down the whole tree, which kills the tree, and then you start peeling out the outer bark until you get to the white core, which is the heart, otherwise known as hearts of palm, just like you can get in the grocery store. Now this can of hearts of palm is imported, as you can see, and it's most likely imported from Costa Rica. But yeah, hearts of palm are really awesome, and I'm going to taste one right now. So good. It's really incredible. The only thing I can think of to compare it to would be like an artichoke, but it's super, super mild compared to an artichoke. An artichoke is much more of a strong, rich, sharp flavor, whereas hearts of palm is much more mild, crunchy, a little bit fibrous, and just very, very delicious. Yeah, I love it. I read a little bit about it in Florida's Wild Edible Plants, and they basically just talk about how not only is the cabbage palm edible, but also the saw palmetto is edible as well, which is interesting because there is a ridiculous amount of saw palmettos everywhere. There are certain parks that you go to in Florida that are, you know, beautiful natural reserves of Florida, and all it is just boardwalks through saw palmettos. And you're like, oh, if I have to see another saw palmetto. But it's interesting to know that they're edible. So yeah, I hope you learned something today. I learned something today. This is pretty exciting. Saw palmettos are edible, in addition to cabbage palms, which are also called sable palms, but please check the laws before you go eating any of them or chopping down trees. Eating them in cans is probably okay. And yeah, so it's really interesting. I first heard about them when I read Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings' book, Cross Creek, which is a totally, totally amazing book that you should definitely read. It's all about Florida. And she called it cabbage, swamp cabbage. So I guess it's swamp cabbage, cabbage palm, sable palm, hearts of palm. Lots of different names for one delicious, incredible, wild edible. I make a vlog about 5 times a week because I believe that connecting with nature can have a positive impact in your life. So if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe, comment, like, share. I love reading your comments, and I always try to respond back. I always get back to you. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm _LadyFlora_ Instagram. You'll find me. I'm on there. So yeah, after you do that, go outside and have a sublime day.